Peace, love, positive energy, peace, love, and positive energy, peace, love, and positive energy. Man, I definitely appreciate, man, the information that I get. Um, man, I just want to make sure that I'm always giving thanks to the angels, to the guardians, to the ancestors, uh, God, Yahweh, Allah, Jesus, whatever you want to name them, the universe, the creator. Let me share this over to Facebook real quick. What I'm going to do here, since I'm on pretty late, man. I just spent like a whole hour looking for my my cord for my mic, man. I was like, really, I can't use this mic off this laptop. It's not gonna work. So I hope my mic is sounding good. Definitely like, share. I gotta make sure I say this. It's new to me, to be quite honest. Like, share, hit the like button, share with the people. Man, I just want to make sure we're getting this information out to the public, because we got to make sure that we take care of ourselves, because what's happening is that the doctors are programmed not to take care of you. They're programmed to go by protocol. Some that will take care of you, but most of them don't know. They only know what they're told to do. So we can't fault them for that. We can only fault ourselves for allowing someone to have that much control over us to tell us if we're sick or not. So if we notice when we go to the doctor, they checking our eyes and our ears, then they sit down and they say, "So tell me what's going on." And after a while, I just got to looking and I was just like, "But you just looked into my eyes. Like, you tell me what's going on." So I tell him my symptoms anyway, and he's like, "Write it down." And like, "All right, I'll be back." Dude, you're going to look at WebMD. Like, that's what you're going to do. Doctors now go by protocols, and they're salespeople. They're going to sell you drugs. So before we kind of get into it, because I'm going to do my bioscan today, I'll make sure I do my bioscan. But I was talking to a client, and I was like, I said to the client, I was like, I said, maybe we should go to like a lot of the drug dealers on the corner. And I said, maybe we should learn how to communicate with them better. Like, we don't mind y'all doing what y'all do out here or whatnot. Y'all go on and got y'all little section, if y'all could just keep it with the weed and whatnot, that way we don't keep all the mess going around. Y'all got y'all little section and everything, right? And what we'll do is when you get up to your few thousand or whatever, come holler at us and we'll help show you how to invest it and start creating business for yourself. We'll show you how to put these things together under one condition. We need to talk to your enemies too, because we need to stop all of this mess that's going on. And she was like, "Well, I don't know about um, selling the drugs to our people." But I was like, "What do you think Big Pharma do? They just they give you the side effects to it, but it's ultimately your choice to take the drugs from pharma or on the streets. Drug dealers don't get their clients by forcing them to do it. All of their clients come to them by choice. Same thing when you go to the doctor. Um, Not quite the same, because some doctors make it seem like that there's no choice. But drug dealers don't do that on the street. They don't make it seem like it's no choice. They just say, "I got the best shit over here." but your doctor with your health make it seem like there's no choice. And do those drugs ever heal you, or do they keep you down in the illusion that you might get healed one day? Because you take the drugs and then you go home and then you pray that they work. So I was like, so when I thought about that, I was like, I mean, what it's doing is at the end of the day, will help the ones on the corner invest if they want to invest and show them how to build a business. Maybe they might get into having their own marijuana business. Who knows? But it at least would start building the community back, and that way we all come back together. And that way we show the young people that it's more to life than just being on the corner. Some like to do that. Don't get me wrong. If that's what they like to do, fine. But for the ones that are looking for the way out, let's start offering that to them. You say, well, you start first. I'm learning investments. But what I will help them with is the law. And I'm learning that right now. I'm learning these herbs, which I've been doing that for the past year. So now I'm getting into the law side. So without further ado, let me not kind of take off there. Let's go ahead and get to the testing here. My level's been down. And if you're watching this here, September 25th and the 26th, we will be Alkaline Healing Herbs in family and friends. We will be in Humboldt Park, sharing the love, speaking our testimonies. I will be doing bioscans. Which will send magnetic pulses through your body, and it comes back with accurate readings up to about 85 to 90% accurate. I use this faithfully twice a day. I talked to the guy that made the book on this, and he said it's okay to use this twice, to as many times I want to use it. It doesn't do anything to you. He said he used it all the time. So even if you decide, I would tell you one thing. If you don't have an open mind to understand what's going on and do your research, do not buy this machine. This is not something to play with. This is for real. You would look at this and some people would be in a depressed state and you would get more depressed and not fix yourself. This is only for the strong-hearted and people that are going to do their research and that are going to that's going to take the time to heal yourself, because it is your responsibility to heal you, not your doctor, not your pastor, but you. Okay, let's get into this test here. Takes 1 minute. I got my tea going. Got my motherfucking rocks. This ain't the pocket rock. This is bunch of head rock, but you know, it's that black terminal. So I like to balance the energy around this computer because look, I don't supposed to be talking like it's going, but I'm full of radiation. People like, man, you can make a lot of money off this. My mind is not worried about the money. Please understand that. if when I hear people that may be delivering a message or that may feel like they're a leader or whatever, when I hear them say that it's about the money or it's the money, whenever I hear that out of their mouth, that lets me know that they still have blockages in here and in the heart, that they don't want to let that money go. Because what's happening right now has absolutely zero to do with money. Zero. Has nothing to do with money. They literally just showed you over the past, I'm 44. They've been talking about a deficit for as long as I've known that the president's been alive. And all they do is print money, print money, print money, print money, print money, print, print. So why, if you're able to print your own money, why do you think why do you think it's about money? They're printing it and giving you money to keep you distracted, to think that, oh, they just want to put money in the white people's hands. They print that shit. But the way many others do it, like the Jewish, they do it off credit. They do it off of learning that paperwork, that law. This is what we have to start teaching our young. We have to pull ourselves away from thinking about money, because the real money we have no control over, which has value to the human body, and that's gold, silver, and copper. In the purest form, which is soft, don't worry about the metal. In the purest form, it does something for the human body, on top of helping out with electromagnetic radiation, and they are conductors. So it has value. That's the value that it has in it, not because it's shiny. We think it's because it's shiny, we can get chains and shit with it. No, that's a precious metal that does things that we have no idea what it does because we've been taken away from it. So until we start asking questions on what the gold and silver do, we'll always think that paper money really means something, and it doesn't. Just right off the back, I noticed a little slip on my vascular elasticity. Whatever, man. I'm not gonna try to pronounce this shit right now. I'm surprised I'm like fully woke right now. Usually on this list, the stroke volume and the brain tissue blood supply status is down. The stroke volume, I, I need to do some cardio. I need to work out pretty much. This myocardial blood just came down. Probably because the bullshit I just ate. Like I ate some fig, walnut, coconut cherry ball or something like that. And then I had some plantain and some avocado and some guacamole. Water. I had some gyro fries from Conscious Plates earlier. Yeah, I had some little bit of bullshit today. But healthy, conscious bullshit. The trick to it is not to overeat. We're overeaters, and I know I'm an overeater. So my insulin is still high. I need to bring that down on the pancreas side. Yep, I could expect the proteinuria which went up slightly because of any type of walnuts or protein. If I get too much of it, it will spike a little bit. Drink more water, and they'll knock that out. The vital capacity just shot up today. I was getting that back down the spot, but I ain't worried about it. This year, I definitely need to cleanse this up. So I'm going to be on the next 30 days. Herbs, 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 herbs. The capsules for the intracellular cleansing from alkaline healing herbs straightened all of this up. Everything was in the green, which I'll show you after this. I'll show you everything was in the green. And that was in June. July, I did the detox. And then August, I've just been taking like herbal teas, eating more raw. I don't really eat much until I get to the plantain chips. Then I act like I don't want to control myself. So I try to stay away from plantain shit. I did not take my sea moss today. Okay, vanadium. That is, I can take some blue vervain and get that shit back in order. I'm about to drink this tea with this red raspberry in it. That should get my phosphorus back in order, but the selenium is steady going down. I have to get that back up. Calcium has always been low. That's been one of my problems. So I've been picking up on my iron. Pick up the iron levels. I don't have burdock root, which I need to go grab. Burdock root is going to help things travel through the blood as well, purify the blood, cleanse things up. But this the selenium, which helps the calcium, intake. Okay, so this just got back in order. The B12 went down some today. It's cool. All right. This has been out of whack for a minute. I'm gonna correct that. Pretty simple shit. Oh shit. My adrenals went down today. That's why they were saying do cleavers. Yeah, a lot of this is off because I just fucking ate that bullshit. Heavy metals is in order. Now y'all see this, right? Y'all see this. So what I want you guys to do is just pay attention to the skies. When you walk out of the house in the morning, afternoon, night, late at night, look up. Look for those lines of white clouds in the sky. Pay attention. This is for real. I have nothing but documentation, which I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show that to you tonight. I'm just thinking of where did I put it? I don't think I looked at it on my computer, on my laptop rather. But we need to make sure that we're aware of that. See, oh shit. Okay. I just need my electromagnetic radiation. I just need that shit to go back down under 100 where it was at. Because when that shit be off, it throws me off sometimes. It literally does. And I don't really feel it like I was last year, which is good. That's because I keep up with my potassium and other vitamins that help, which I don't take vitamins. Sorry. But other minerals and elements that help keep the body, nutrients to keep the body going. Yeah, I ain't been drinking enough water today, so my pH is down. or they could be the bullshit I just ate. I'm gonna take it as that's the bullshit I just ate. Yep, because that shit just shot up, and I am experiencing a little pressure in my intestine area. So as of right now, thyroid pretty decent. What's this blood sugar look like? And all that shit just came out of whack real quick. This is prostate. Whatever, man. I think I gotta get them colon to get my enzymes together. I need to get my enzymes together, which these enzymes, when I get this together, it'll start taking care of a lot of other shit too. So I definitely need to work on that. But let's go back to let's go to yeah, we can go to July 1st. This is after the intracellular cleanse for the 1 month, 30-day, which has started correcting a lot of this here. Let me see. Let's go to like, May 14th. Oh, no, no. That's their stroke value really wasn't in. That's really odd. Okay, let's go to heavy metal. Heavy metal was at Mercury was at 290. Wait a minute, man. This is the same shit. Man, no wonder why that shit was looking like that. Good thing I caught on to it. All right, let's go back. 530. And then we should see what the cardiovascular look like. There we go. Now we see. This is what it looked like before. And look, my blood brain tissue supply was in check. It's interesting. Yeah, my heavy metals was just like ridiculous. And I tested a few people back then, and lead and arsenic was definitely high on both levels, on a lot of people levels. So I didn't understand that. As you can see, my electromagnetic radiation was hit check. Stimulating beverage, that just means I was still losing a lot of electrolytes, which could have been from like LED lights and stuff like that. Interesting. This is really interesting. I think, yeah, my blood lipids wasn't ordered. What the fuck happened? Hmm. This is really interesting. A lot of these were definitely off. Hmm. Let's go back. Let's see. After 1 month, let's see what I have in here. I need to replace something. That's what's going on. I need to start replacing shit. So okay, so actually a lot of this, and see my stroke volume is good. And this is day one of the detox. So I might need to put something back in heavy metals and it's crazy. So my mercury was spiking up and down, but it was still staying within the okay limits. But still, it was still going up and down. So let's see. Electromagnetic radiation. Spleen was off then. My thymus, endocrine, pituitary became off after that month. My pituitary was off. Enzymes were off. Man, I should have wrote down. It was my father. I did not write down everything that I was eating, doing then, because something has knocked a lot of that shit off. My iron level is up now, but the selenium and the calcium is still doing the same thing. As you see, brain and nerve, July 1st, everything was like intact. Kidney function, lung function was intact then. That was still off. This was off. These areas that I was trying to detox and correct, which then I went through a detox for the month, but we're not going to do the month yet. We're going to go to the 24th. I was going through the detox, so we see everything was correcting itself. But what ends up, what it is that the reason I'm seeing this stroke volume is because I still have more detoxing to do. Which my body may be trying to expel something from it and ran into another blockage. So you're seeing all this for me. My pesticide went down because it started cleaning my fruit a lot better. Let's see what the brain and nerve. Brain and nerve got out of whack already. Well, can't be true. Yeah, it was. What the fuck? What did I do to knock that shit off? Interesting. No, I'm not really trying to be on this shit that long. It may have been just the dieting at that time. Let's see. See, I still have to do it. I really need to do a complete, consistent parasite cleanse. Okay, it was on the second, on the 1st of August, and so on the 11th of August, let's see the 11th. That's what we were dealing with on 11th of August. Everything was fine. It was cool, I guess, but it was raining all that week. Calcium was getting attacked on low key side. B12 got attacked again. Heavy metals started going up slightly, and my radiation was already up. It was up from when I went to Tennessee. And then on the 13th, which it was also raining that night prior to, which is the 12th of August. And let's see here. As we can see, the heavy metal just spiked, shot up. I woke up that morning and I was like, what's going on? I can't believe this. This is not happening right now. And my radiation shot up. Those two combinations together can be deadly. It doesn't matter how healthy you are. It doesn't. You can be alkaline all outdoors. But if you are compromising your system with electromagnetic radiation and you're not understanding the importance to protect yourself, withdraw from technology when you need to, let it go, come back to it later, ground yourself. Those two, I've learned that those two can definitely harm you because I definitely had pressure on the head that day. And when I came to test myself, I said, why am I getting mercury? And that's what led me through the whole line of the mercury. The angels told me to look up on the Sunday of August the 15th. They the ones who told me to look up, just look up in the sky, and that's your answer. So I started looking up, and as we see after the 13th, like everything just went haywire. My lungs started to go haywire a couple of days afterwards or the next day. But we definitely need to pay attention to stuff here. Oh shit. This shit. Open up the mouth. Okay. Prickly ash bark. Prickly ash bark is very, very, very good. It said it works right away, and it's more of a permanent thing, but it does do the job. Wildness, leaf, a little bit of fill. Damn, I don't even know if I used Bilberry this time. Oh, All right, I'm back. Let's see, what do we have? Because I didn't save a lot of this shit. Quite 100% honest with you guys. Man, I'll do that concert, I think. Man, where is this shit? Yep, here we go. Let's see if I can go. See, I'm over here. Oops. One moment here. Where did shit go? All right. Should I get it over here? I don't know if you guys can see that, but our okay, so noise. The National Airspace System helps people in goods travel safely and freely. While there are many benefits to air travel, aviation noise can be a concern for communities. The FAA is limited by the simple reality that aircraft makes noise. Blah blah blah. Man, where is the shit? What is this? This is not what I researched. So let's go. Now I gotta put this. This is my fault for not saving this shit. Although my buddy did send me the copy of it, PDF, but I like to pull it up on the Federal Aviation Administration because that's just the information we need to pull up. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Because I got there we go. Here we go. What is a contrail? That's what they call it. They don't call it chemtrails. We call it chemtrails. It is called a contrail, which means con. They're conning you again, as the conscious community would say. A contrail is an aircraft condensation trail that appears as a line-shaped clouds in the sky. What are they made of? They're composed of ice particles that form in the exhaust of an aircraft when flying in a narrow range of altitudes and upper atmosphere several miles above the ground. The bitters, baby. But the bitters put in work. You hear me? There's a lot of iron in here. It's going to bring, iron is oxygen. So it's bringing that oxygen, shooting that shit straight to the brain. Man, I do not supposed to be up this fucking late at night doing this shit. Can I see them? They are easily identifiable in the sky behind a jet engine aircraft at the head of the trail. The contrails can form within a few wingspans of the aircraft behind the exhaust and can dissipate within a few aircraft lengths from the engine exhaust because of the lack of available water vapor in the atmosphere. I think I was actually on a flight. I want to say to Colorado. Yeah, I want to say that had to be the Colorado flight. We were extremely high. Like we were so fucking high. I was like, yo, why the fuck are we this high? I might have been a part of a fucking chemtrail. Who knows? The formation of contrail ice particles starts at the microscopic scales when extremely small soups and other particles form in the aircraft combustion exhaust through a process in which a few tens and hundreds of molecules come together and grow to a larger size by sticking together. Further growth may occur by condensation of water vapor present in the exhaust gases and particle surfaces made up of compounds such as sulfates and nitrates. Subsequent growth of particles happen due to the ambient relative humidity that exceeds 100%. Where are they formed? They're easily identifiable in the sky behind the interjet aircraft of the trail. Blah, blah, blah. How long do they last? This is important to understand how long do they last, because you can look up that. Then I never break this motherfucker. I think that's Gorilla Glass on it, ask me. But it's an iPhone 8. And okay, so thermodynamics is controlling factor for the contrail information described by an equation that is a function of atmospheric temperature and pressure, and among with other parameters, water content in the exhaust and atmosphere. If the relative humidity is over 100, they can persist for long periods of time. So now we're dealing with relative humidity. So that's definitely something that we have to look up here. All right, so I'm gonna make sure I put that down in the notes. I'm gonna make sure I put this in the references because, you know, people like to call me a liar. Not people, but companies like to call people liars and shit. So, where were we at? Okay, they can persist long periods of time, typically a few minutes to hours, thus carrying much of the sky in a narrow path, frequently because of the mixing due to the turbulence in the upper atmosphere. The jets broaden vertically and horizontally. The horizontal broaden can at times cover a large portion of the sky, depending on the amount of water vapor available in the atmosphere at cruise altitudes, resulting in a contrail-induced cirrus clouds. These can persist for much longer times, typically several hours. Here we go. This part is very important because now you can understand how this is happening. But what's in it? Are they dangerous to humans? Here goes the contradiction bullshit. Because I'm going to show you how they just lie. Absolutely not. This question is often asked based on the misunderstanding of so-called chemtrails. Here we go. Let's go ahead and debunk this shit. Just watch this shit. Please like, share, please, 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 please. If you're watching this, if you're not, that's fine. I mean, just pay attention. Okay, contrails are a type of cirrus clouds consisting of predominantly ice particles. A major portion of the water to form these particles comes from the atmosphere itself, and a small portion is from the engine exhaust. The engine exhaust contains production of combustions of aviation fuel that are like exhaust composition of automobile exhaust. Since these combustion products occur high above ground, their impact is far less than that of automobiles. FAA with other agencies is constantly studying the climate, surface, air quality impacts, aviation exhaust, both present and into the future when aviation emissions are expected to increase. So, with that being said, explained like this, are we affected by exhaust fumes down here? Yes, at a very, very slow rate. And is it like harmfully dangerous? Our bodies repair itself. That's why we need sleep and doing the things that we do. So in that sense, with how they say that, then yeah, okay, fine. I can understand that. Ice particles are short-lived contrails which quickly evaporate, leaving behind the original nucleus, whose size would be very small and thus would not significantly interact with the solar or thermal radiation. Very important to understand that. Solar and thermal radiation. However, There is a substantial amount of ambient moisture that at a low pressure, low temperature. Further growth will ensue, resulting in the formation and growth of contrary particles to sizes like that of particles in natural cirrus clouds, resulting in reflection of sunlight. Also, because of their large size, the contrary particles interact strongly with the lower wavelength thermal infrared radiation. The net effect of contrails is therefore typically one of warming. With the projected increase in air traffic, the contrail level is expected to increase with the pay attention to that. Jet fuels are a mixture of hydrocarbons with some impurities and additives. Upon combustion, jet fuel produces water vapor along with oxides of carbon, oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen. Sulfates and nitrates act as nuclei for the subsequent cloud droplet growth, which ultimately form in contrail. Interesting. Why are persistent contrails of interest to scientists? Because we're all under a experiment. So they're not definitely telling you about the heavy metals in it. So what they'll do is they'll describe it as something else when it's really all the same thing. Contrails are natural, like the natural cirrus clouds. Generally warm the earth. Interesting. Does that mean that's when it makes it rain? Persistent contrail increased this warming effect over time. The highest percentage of cover occurred in regions with the highest volume of air traffic, namely over Europe and the United States. How is the contrail cover expected to change? Both aircraft emissions and atmospheric conditions will change in the future emissions. When they come out with the EVs and do all that stuff, you'll see a lot of that change. Let's see. Oh. This is interesting now. See, what type of contrails are most interesting to scientists? Scientists are most interested in persistent contrails because they form a long-lasting, sometimes insistent clouds that would not normally have formed in the atmosphere. Persistent contrails can last for hours to days. Hours to days. So some of these clouds that we see, oh my God, I'm just not reading this shit. Really? Days. This says days. These clouds can be formed in a whole nother state. And with the wind and the atmosphere, it can blow over into your neighborhood, releasing whatever in it. This is very interesting. Spread over thousands of kilometers, become indistinguishable from naturally occurring cirrus clouds. Scientists are concerned that the contrails, because predicted increased air traffic, could result in continuing increase in cloud cover. Knowing when and where the contrails form is key to determine their contribution to cirrus cloud cover and other effects of the energy balance. Thus, collecting formation and short-lived contrails that are also interesting. Nigga, that's all they give me. It's funny. Oh, I'm gonna need all that shit. Here we go. Exhaust in the aircraft contains both gas, vapor, and solid particles. Both of these are important in the formation of contrails. Some elements of the exhaust gases are not. I need that. Are not involved in contrail formation, but do constitute air pollution. Emissions in carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrogen oxide, nitrogen monoxide, and hydrocarbons such as methane, sulfates, and soot and metal particles. What metal particles, my nigga? Stop doing this shit to me. Contrails are made of the same materials that are formed in the same way but exist in different lengths of time. Because of the difference in contrail lifespan, contrails can be divided into three groups: short-lived, persistent, non-spreading, and persistent spreading. Can contrails do this thing? Because contrails are formed at high altitude, the winds are usually very strong or will move away from the area they originate. Often we look up into the sky and see all persistent contrails that form far away but move overhead because of the wind. However, okay, contrails are human-induced clouds. Contrails are human-induced clouds. Contrails are human-induced clouds. Contrails are human-induced clouds. We literally watch them hit the skies in the morning. Literally, when the weeks that it was raining, it was hitting the skies, then it covered the sky, and then it rained. Come on, man. They're not telling us. Look at how I'm gonna have to find this information to show you this shit to you. From by water vapor, blah 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 blah. I'm not telling you shit here, but we're gonna save this shit. Should I put that there? They don't give you the fucking science. That's crazy. But I have the science. Don't worry. I have that shit. Let me go get it. Right motherfucking now. That shit. Just put that shit up. I just put that shit in there. That shit just. That is it. What the fuck? That shit say on the 50. You know what? I'm tweaking. Shit. Let's get you on to this other screen here. Come on. Whew. All right. So this is received. You see the date, May 2nd. Um, it's copied in PDF form, but global warming is weird. All right, long wave effects of contrary on short radiation and outgoing long wave radiation. Long wave, short wave. Okay, so flight planning, part schedule, routing the flight plan will be checked, flight plan will modify by increasing cruise flight by 2,000 to 4,000. So, and I know it says here that like 15% of the flights are going to go to high altitude, or that's where they were trying to get to. Oh, that's what that is. Each hourly weather file is approximately 30 megabytes of highly compressed data. Therefore, each day entails a 58.3 million weather cells. Compressed text. Really? It's fucking interesting as shit. Okay, June 20 showed that 71% of the flights in the US lots of cruise between comparing the two charts overlap between preferred cruise flight levels. So small increase in cruise flight levels. What's in it? My bad. Calculation for RF. Damn, I gotta dive deep into these equations. That's what it get me. I have to dive deep into that. Where the fucking medals at? Mm. Man, what in the fuck? What happened? Where's the shit at? See, this ain't it. Damn, my bad. This is not it. This is it. Oh, you must have got the PDF from up there. All right, let's go back. Man, where the fuck is that shit at? You know what? Let's just go here. I'm on my device, so what is it saying? All right, let me go ahead and put this in. Damn, phone ain't connected. Sure. Here we go. Reducing global warming by airline avoidance. Case study annual benefits for the contiguous United States. Contrails, human-made cirrus clouds that create a greenhouse effect and impact global warming. On average, 15% of flights generates contrails in the U.S., increasing the flight levels by 2,000 to 4,000, decreases the net um, radiative radiative forcing by 92%. Fuel burning and CO emissions are higher altitudes. High thin clouds generated by airlines. Hot exhaust and water vapor from jets. It just makes cold, humid air. Introduction. One second here. Let's see that. No, I'm missing something. Mm, one second. No, this is not telling me the shits. I'm trying to look for the information on the heavy metals. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry, I did just doze off for a second. I was looking on my phone the other day. Just gotta get my history. Emission certification. Mm, yeah, I think pre-market. Damn, where was the mixture for these fucking heavy metals at? I thought I forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find this information over for you guys again. I want to make sure I have the heavy metals. Intrudes. What had to be the site? So I see that image. I definitely seen this image. Whatever that. Oh shit, here you fucking go. I'm tripping the whole time. Oh man. No, oh, shit. No, I need the heavy metals in that motherfucker. That's what I need. It's all right. It's all right. No, you got the wrong shit. You gotta go back and look for it. And we do have the patents that Duffy says there is, and they did say it's medical particles in there. So that is definitely said within the information that we read. They don't say which medical particles, but let's just put it like this. They haven't been in the skies lately. The moment they come back to be in the skies, just pay attention to my Mercury. I'm gonna make sure I'm posting these videos. I post it up. Um, and I'll post the bioscan on that day, morning and night, so you guys can get a good look of what it is when I'm home versus when I leave the crib and come back. So you'll be able to see all of that. Because I do not feel like going through the research on here, which I have a lot of the research, but I wasn't expecting to do all of that. I thought the information that I found the other day was kind of, I mean, it does explain some of the things that's happening here, but not much. Not much. So this just explains like what it does in the sky and everything. But um, you guys got to keep in mind that Mercury, let's just go here. Is Mercury. We can go here. Yeah. I don't know if I got the right screen. No. Now I got the right screen. All right. You guys probably didn't get the chance to see some of the stuff I did, but that's okay because I'm just gonna go here and then I'm gonna end it because I need to go to sleep. So people, this is for people with the dental fillings. It's telling you exposure group was exposed to radio frequency radiation emitting from Wi-Fi devices at 2.4 gigahertz for 20 minutes. The distance between the Wi-Fi router and Dingling, China, and samples was 30 centimeters, and the router was exchanging data with laptop computer that was placed 20 meters away from the router. The control group was kept outside the experiment room. Geometry used for the exposure shown. Dental amalgam is composed of approximately 50% elemental mercury. Despite concerns over the toxicity of mercury, amalgam is still the most widely used restorative material. Wi-Fi is rapidly using local area wireless computer technology, networking technology, to the best of our knowledge. This is the first study that evaluates exposure to Wi-Fi signals on mercury release from amalgam restorations. This is off the government website. Standard class feed cavities were prepared on the booster surfaces. 29 caries extracted human premolars. Teeth were randomly divided into two groups. The specimens in the experimental groups were exposed to radio frequency radiation emitted from the standard Wi-Fi devices. The concentration of mercury in the artificial saliva, and the groups were evaluated by using cold vapor atomic absorption mercury analyzer system. The independent t-test was used to evaluate sleeping distribution mercury to two groups. Exposure in patients with amalgam restoration to radio frequency radiation emitted from conventional Wi-Fi devices can increase mercury release from the amalgam restorations. So it'll definitely increase release of mercury. And what'll happen is mercury is a toxic element which can damage various organs such as central nervous system, respiratory, and hematologic systems. Because of the mercury toxicity, the use of mercury has been banned in some European countries. The amount of mercury which is released from the amalgam restoration can depend on several factors such as the number of five fillings, composition of the amalgam, and any other factors which causes load size of fillings like toothbrush chewing habits and bruxism. Wi-Fi is a local area wide wireless computer network technology and has been used strategically in-house and houses public places such as school, hospitals in recent years. It allows electronic devices such as personal computers, video games, consoles, smartphones, digital cameras, tablet computers to network using Institute of Electronics engineer. Sorry, y'all. I am tired. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. You guys can read over this information. I'm gonna leave this tag in the video, man. I'm done talking about this shit. Let's see. Okay. All right. We about to